Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's demo dive-in. I'm Lauren Smith with the International Franchise Association, and we have a great session lined up for you. Before we begin, I would like to remind everyone that we are recording today's webinar and will make it available later this evening on community.franchise.org. If you have any questions for today's speakers, please add them to the Q&A box. Today's topic is Unlocking the Power of Food for Work, Scaling a Catering Offering, and it is brought to us by ezCater. Here to provide today's discussion is Matt Bonfiglio and Eric Paquette. Thank you all for joining us today, and thank you to ezCater for sponsoring today's webinar. I'll go ahead and turn things over to you.
Awesome. Thank you for the introduction, Lauren. We're super excited to be here. I'd love to introduce myself. My name is Matt Bonfiglio. I run community and thought leadership here at ezCater on the restaurant operator side of the business. I'm super excited. Back in May, we launched our 2024 Feeding the Workplace report with tons of actionable data to help you guys as restaurant operators scale a catering offering. I'll kick it over. Eric, you want to do a brief introduction and I'll dive into the slide?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Matt. Hi, everyone. My name is Eric Paquette. I'm the Senior Solutions Enablement Trainer here at ezCater. So my job is catering partner education. So as our partners come onto the platform, also for continuing education for our partners, making sure that everyone knows how to succeed at a high level on the ezCater marketplace, utilizing our solutions and software.
Fantastic. Awesome. Well, I'll get things started. I'll dive into some of the data. First, just want to touch on our Feeding the Workplace report and who we surveyed. We surveyed over 2,800 people, really in four main core groups. First being restaurant operators like yourselves, who are expecting revenue growth from the catering offering this year. We surveyed business catering orderers, people that are actually placing the orders on the marketplace, corporate decision makers, people that are bringing the food for work into the office and leading that strategy. And lastly, the eaters, the people who are actually consuming the food on premise within their companies that subsidize free food program. We also took some proprietary ezCater data that we gathered from millions of transactions across our marketplace of our over 100,000 plus restaurants and caterers on the network here. Let's dive into things. For start, spend is being spread across so many different occasions now, and this food for work opportunity is significantly growing. Based on our survey data, 53% of orderers plan on spending more than they did in 2023 in 2024. 89% said they plan on spending the same, if not more, in 2024. So what does that mean? Well, as I mentioned, food is fueling the workplace. Companies are using food as a lever to bring food into the office, to bring employees back into the office at some capacity. Orderers are still ordering for traditional use cases, like customer or client meetings, training sessions, team bonding, but they're also feeding employees in different ways. 37% of orders said they're ordering daily or weekly employee meals. And these types of orders have increased 32% from last year. So this opportunity is significantly growing year over year, and then some momentum that we're seeing scale.
Hey, Matt,
you
might have to share your screen again, just a heads up.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay,
not
thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. How about now?
There we go.
All right, sorry about that. All right, so let's dive into some more of the data. So we just covered that restaurant operators or orderers are bringing food into the workplace to get employees back into the office. Well, that's being reflected on the employee side of the business. It's no wonder. Employees want this most. Just over half, 52%, named food at work their most appreciated work perk, outranking flexible work arrangements like a hybrid or remote, education or wellness benefits. And employees are sharing this very same sentiment that this ranks second in value relative to cost, meaning it's a great investment, keeping employees in the office at lunchtime, spending a little less time eating and collaborating across that lunch table. This next point really is the aha moment since we've launched the report. So what does this opportunity look like? Well, for starters, it's not just about the one channel. This is about reaching multiple customers wherever they are. And this channel is a force multiplier and can help you guys fuel growth across so many different channels. So rise of the individual, let's talk about it. It's no longer just up to the decision maker, the people that's bringing food. Individual eaters are starting to have unique preferences and stronger opinions on what food is being brought into the office. And with that being said, they're impacting decision makers' ability to find those restaurants. 47%. 47% of eaters in our survey said they personally ordered from or ate at a restaurant after first trying that food at the office. Let that sink in. So just under half the amount of people that have food at work are going to try that restaurant after the fact in some capacity, whether it's another catering order, whether it's just showing up, bringing their family into the restaurant, or ordering takeout. So this is a significant portion of people that are opening up the opportunity to scale a catering offering. So it's uber important to make your brand memorable, driving customers to try you elsewhere, stay top of mind, and really nailing that reliability through and through. So what does it look like? Building this optimized offering to meet these ever-evolving key stakeholders' needs really broke it out into three main categories. First, providing that irresistible menu offering, having everything that they want, when they want it, where they want it. You want to make sure that you have custom packaging so the eaters know where the food is coming from. And for the orders, you want to have that seamless UI experience, delivery tracking, insight into after the order's placed, making sure that you have everything in ducks in a row. So orders need menus that can trust and that meet needs in any use case. Operators who invest in flexible menus keep orders and keep stakeholders happy. As I mentioned earlier, stakeholders and eaters are having more and more of a say of what food is getting brought into the office. You want to make sure you're providing an offering that is flexible and working within those shifting needs. Different budgets, different requirements, different ordering needs. So let's talk about different menu characteristics that orderers are looking for when placing a food for work order. What's that percent? 48% of people surveyed said group ordering capability is super important. So having the ability for employees to pick what they want from the restaurant that they want it. Tray catering is still super important with platter options. Orders want to be able to see the food before they order it. So imagery and pictures of every menu item is imperative. And lastly, individually packaged items. So eaters have a preference in packaging. In the pre-COVID world, dominant catering order was tray and platter style. But during COVID, and as we're coming out of it, individually packaged lunch is becoming increasingly in the norm. They share that 64% of individuals prefer individual packaging versus 36%. But that being said, it's not black and white, one or the other. You need to have both. 25% of our marketplace orders include individually packaged items. So there's still that 75% that want other options than individually packaged items. Not only do eaters want difference in packaging, but it's important to offer items that meet the employee's individual dietary needs. More than a quarter surveyed prefer vegetarian, gluten-free, or vegan options. So having that available is super important with the flexibility of the actual order. You can accommodate some of these preferences by providing variety in your catering menu. Consider some of the most popular ezCater categories being packages, buffets and bars, beverages, salad, dessert. Some of these things that we're bringing up is super important that will help you guys as operators increase that individual check size with some of these add-ons. Let's talk online ordering, right? The orderers that are bringing in food for work into the office, this isn't their only job. They may be doing a plethora of other things, and this is just the cherry on top. Orderers are looking for convenience. They want reliability above all else. Business catering is table stakes. When the executive assistant is bringing in catering for a board meeting, that food can't get there 15 minutes early, so it's cold during the board meeting. It can't get there 15 minutes late. So it's super important. Not only are you guys delivering the food quality, but it's presented successfully, it's on time, and it's as orders, right? these orders are managing people, managing benefits and perks, meetings with clients. So just meeting the orderer where they are is super important, and the data backs it up. Orders, like I said, want reliability. 35% of orders said that they want the ability to do online ordering via a mobile device. And we see these trends significantly increasing. These trends indicate online ordering will become more important. Customers want to order whenever they want from wherever they are to meet the needs of their job. It's not just convenience, though, it's time savings in the order process, because the journey doesn't stop after placing that order. They need assurance their order is going to show up. The delivery notifications is super important. They want updates along the way to ease some of that anxiety. So building that right optimized offering to meet key stakeholder needs and win this category could really be broken down. And that third pillar is delivery tracking. In all of my years in marketing, seeing a stat such as I'm about to say is overwhelmingly significant. Buyers want delivery tracking. 97% said they want delivery tracking updates on all of their catering orders. Think about that. 97%, almost 100% of people want to see their order on its way when it's delivered and get those notifications. When you provide delivery tracking, 90% of those people shared that they're more likely to place an order with you again. So just having that visibility into the process to assure their anxiety, to make sure the food's getting there on time is super important. And then 77% of them share that they don't need to contact the restaurant when they're providing delivery tracking. So what does that mean for you as a restaurant operator? That's not compelling enough. You'll get less calls, and you'll have to give less compensation if and when an order eventually goes wrong, because things happen. ezCater data shares comparison to deliveries without tracking. Orders with tracking had fewer order issues, which means less compensation when an order goes wrong, less customer service calls, and higher reliability. 24% of survey operators said they get less inbound customer service calls. 66% fewer orders result in monetary compensation by just purely giving the orderer insight into when the order is on their way, when the order is delivered. Despite that, though, in our survey, 25% of restaurant operators showed that they're actually investing in providing delivery tracking. So we know orderers want visibility, that you've got to meet the orderer where they are, yet only 25%, a quarter of the people we surveyed, are planning on implementing delivery tracking. So it's the investment in food for work that will help grow your guys' business and to be successfully execute the need to scale operations, to make sure you have the process in place to be able to scale a catering offering. So now let's hear from the operators themselves. Here's another one of those eye-popping stats that is just incredible. Nearly all of you, 97%, are expecting growth in business catering this year. 97%. And then 74% of you guys are expecting growth at a rate of 20% more, showing that catering, business catering, is a true incremental revenue opportunity to help you guys scale and grow your business. And it shouldn't be looked at as just a side project, as something that you guys are focused in and really bringing home that solution. So with regards to operations, operators told us that there are really three main areas they're investing in and are improving the process. First being improvements, process to scale, making sure you have everything in a line to be able to scale that catering offering, maintaining that reliability since it's table stakes. When possible, operators are investing in tracking to improve delivery, to benefit you guys' operations, improve customer satisfaction, improve reliability, and win that repeat business. And then for menus, keeping that variety of combinations, quantities to meet those different group sizes and various use cases. Consider, a sandwich offering that meet these use cases, whether it's individually packaged sandwiches, sandwich platter, sandwich in a box, just having different variety and options for an orderer and the eaters themselves is super important to meeting them and having that flexibility to be able to scale that catering offering. So many of you guys are working on optimizing that catering operation. We saw 54% of operators said that they're investing in improving their process. And of that, 67% are improving their standard operating procedures, such as providing checklists, labeling, helping individuals find the right food, relay that important dietary allergy information. In this landscape where food for work is evolving, eaters are having more and more dietary restrictions. So just plainly having on the actual package of the food what's in it is super important and makes the order's life a lot easier, really driving home that reliability and 5-star customer success. And then 57% said they're investing in like some form of a catering management software, whether it's scalable solutions that support with like menu management, order prep sheets, execution, or implementing a CRM type thing to be able to feature, lead tracking, loyalty, marketing programs to be able to better see an ROI on what the catering business is doing. So here, this may be a little bit biased since we are ezCater. We are a third-party marketplace, but this was in our survey. Operators told us top 3 channels or tactics that they believe to have most potential to drive incremental revenue. First being third-party marketplaces like ezCater, but focusing on paid social. Some restaurant operators are implementing a catering sales team to go outbound to drive more revenue, loyalty programs to get repeat orders, and referral programs to implement to be able to drive more word of mouth. So I know I just covered a ton of different data, and I promise on the next slide, there'll be a QR code. You guys will have the opportunity to download our Feeding the Workplace report. I highly recommend it. But this graphic perfectly sums up how we view business catering, not only in 2024, but beyond. So business catering is imperative. It's table stakes. Reliability is so important, right? So if you want to maximize this opportunity, you must build those operations for scale and invest in those 4 channels. So not only just drive business catering, but the impact of growth that you'll have on other channels when you gain exposure. So building operational excellence opens your ability to meet the demands of new employer-driven use cases, like we talked about. There's a lot more occasions that catering is being brought into the office. So having an offering that is flexible to meet all those different occasions is imperative. So let me just talk you through this slide real quick. So first, investing in having that optimized offering is super important. But once you have that, you're going to deliver that reliable customer experience. When you deliver that reliable customer experience, let's go back to that 47%. With that 47% of people that will try your restaurant in some capacity after they have it at the office, that's driving more awareness. And instead of the 22 people you're feeding for that one catering order, it actually is force multiplier. And think of each of those people of having a little network within them, which is going to give you guys more awareness, more exposure, which in turn will give you more orders, which will give you an opportunity to reinvest in your program, to have an optimized offering. And this is just a flywheel that consistently gains momentum and helps you guys grow and scale that catering offering. So as I said, scan this QR code. This is our Feeding the Workplace report. It's 26 pages. We just covered just the very, very top of it. I highly recommend download it. There's so much actionable data to be able to position you and the operators the opportunity to scale a catering offering. So now, how do we win, right? This is why I brought Eric on. He really knows the ezCater product, the ins and outs, and will show you not only how to use the product, but where to look and really drive and see that ROI in the business. So Eric, I'm going to pass it over to you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Matt. Everyone, my name is Eric Paquette. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so you can follow along. I handle training here at ezCater, really preparing our catering partners to utilize our software to help them be successful. We don't want just our partners to accept orders and deliver orders. We want our partners to perform well on their orders. As Matt said, these are high stakes customers. They're important food orders. They're large food orders for important meetings and events. So we really want to make sure that our partners are also just being successful on the ezCater marketplace. And one of the tools that we provide is what you see here. This is our Easy Manage software. And what this is our complementary proprietary software that we provide to all of our catering partners for managing their ezCater orders and their ezCater account in one location. This software is accessible on any web browser on any device. Also, we do have an Easy Manage catering management app for the iOS from the iOS App Store. So if you're managing orders in your store on an iPad or iPhone, you can also access that software that way as well. But again, this is mission control for managing everything ezCater on your end as an operator. And in this software, the first thing that we see here are our orders tab, which is where we manage our orders for ezCater. The first things that stick out are any orders that need action. So we have a couple here that need to be accepted. We also have a list of any upcoming orders for the store, which we can toggle to a calendar view. We can switch between locations. If we're managing multiple locations of a brand, we can easily toggle between the stores here in a drop-down menu. We also can view any completed orders from the past, as well as any rejected or canceled orders. Matt really drove home reliability and how important that is for ensuring a high-level customer experience, and also for you to be able to retain these customers. These customers are ordering frequently as well. So it's important that you really set the tone on these orders, because it's a great opportunity to capture repeat business of high-value customers and high-value orders. So we want to make sure that our catering partners have visibility into rejections and cancellations, two situations that we aim to completely avoid, as they are the two biggest pain points our customers can face. When we talk about looking at an order and the ezCater order lifecycle, as soon as a customer places an order on ezCater.com, our partners receive text and email notifications, as well as push notifications. If they're using an iOS device, they'll be aware that they received an order and that action is required on that order. And it also appears here in this action needed section. We can click on the order number, which is going to open up all the order details, including the head count for the event, the store that the order is for, a breakdown of all of the food and beverage ordered by the customer, as well as all the delivery information for that order. Now, this is where we can accept or reject the order. As opposed to other third-party platforms, we do give our catering partners the option to accept or reject. Our average order size right now is around $400 serving 23 people. So it's never really, we don't assume that our partners are going to be able to handle these orders every time they come in, but our goal is that you're only receiving orders that you're able to accept. So as soon as we look through the order, we know that we have the inventory and the staff on hand to fulfill this order. We're going to click accept on the top right-hand corner of the screen, and we're immediately prompted to set up delivery on this order. So 98% of our orders are for delivery. Only 2% are for takeout orders. And of those 98% of orders, 70% are being delivered before noontime. So another thing that's just to keep in mind, when it comes to business catering, typically it's not interfering with your day-to-day operations, which is really a good benefit as well. So we're prompted to either assign one of our own drivers or request Easy Dispatch. Easy Dispatch is one of our delivery solutions that we provide to our partners. It's our third-party network of reliable drivers to handle delivery for our partners that can't deliver themselves. That service is available on demand or as needed. So we have a delivery driver call out, or an unexpectedly busy day at the restaurant, and all of a sudden we're struggling to be able to deliver for one of our catering orders. Up to 90 minutes prior to the event time, we can request one of those delivery drivers to handle delivery for us. So we only have to worry about preparing and packaging that order and just handing it off to that delivery driver on time. But when it comes to in-house drivers, we would simply select one of our drivers from our existing list or add a new driver. And as soon as we assign that driver is going to receive a text message notification letting them know that they've been assigned to delivery. It's also going to give them a link that they can follow to a web browser on their device. So they have all of the order and delivery information on hand. They'll have access to one-touch navigation to get to the customer accurately. They'll also have the ability to call the customer from a masked phone number, and of course, provide those delivery tracking updates that Matt spoke about earlier. Those are one of the top priorities by our customers on ezCater orders. So our goal is for every single ezCater order to have that delivery tracking. The customer is going to know when the drivers arrived at the restaurant, when they're on the way, when delivery has been completed as well. A lot of our customers aren't always on site for delivery. They are pharmaceutical reps or office administrators, event coordinators, oftentimes setting up meetings and functions all across the country. So it's important that those delivery tracking updates are provided so those customers know that everything is going off without a hitch, even when they're not on site. And as an operator, it's important to know what the status of that delivery is. Maybe you're not in your store that day, or if you have ezDispatch handling delivery for you, you'd like to know when that delivery is completed, right? So either way, whether you're assigning a driver in-house or you're using one of our ezDispatch drivers to deliver for you, those tracking updates are going to be provided to the customer. And as a manager or operator, you're going to be able to see those the status of those orders in your account as well. So now that driver's been assigned, they'll be able to provide those updates. Really, the next step is just reconfirming the order. We ask our catering partners to reconfirm orders 24 hours prior to the event. Again, as opposed to other third-party platforms, these orders are being placed days, even weeks or months in advance. And they're upwards of $400 serving 23 people. They're for important executive board meetings. They're for sales meetings or employee functions. So it's important that we check in just to make sure that everything is on track for the next day. If we choose to utilize that ezDispatch service instead, we can request ezDispatch, like I said, up to 90 minutes prior to the event time. So Eric Paquette, the delivery driver, was assigned to this order, and all of a sudden I called out for the day and I'm not driving. I can request ezDispatch to handle that for me. And that really is what the order lifecycle looks like for one of our catering partners. Some of the other tools here that we offer in the ezManage software is our operational metrics tab. One thing that's super important for us is to make sure that our partners are aware of how they're performing. That performance doesn't just lead to customer satisfaction. It also is going to dictate how visible your store is going to be to ezCater customers. So when a customer is looking for available catering, they're going to get the high performing caterers high in those search results. That's where the majority of the orders are being placed. So the better that our partners perform, the higher in the search results they land, and the more orders they will receive. By clicking on a store, I'll be able to see the store's performance for the past 90 days. This is what we look at when we talk about reliability. We want the order to be delivered on time, in full, and exactly as expected by the customer. We also want to avoid rejections and cancellations. As I said before, those are two of the biggest pain points our customers can face and really have a big impact on your marketplace ranking as well. So our goal is to keep those as close to zero as possible. We want our partners accepting orders quickly. Like I said, you do have the option to accept or reject. We want you to accept all orders, and we want you to do it within 15 minutes while your store is open, because it sets the tone for the whole order with the customer, and make sure that they don't need to have a contingency plan and potentially order from somebody else. Also, having food ready for our drivers when you're utilizing our ezDispatch service. If you're delivering yourself, making sure that you're on time or a little bit early. Business catering is food for scheduled events and meetings. So it's important that when those meetings kick off, they're not looking around going, where's the food? They want it to be on site so they're ready to eat when those meetings kick off. Order accuracy, that should go without saying, but just making sure that we're providing the order exactly as expected by the customer. And then delivery tracking, that being one of these metrics here. Again, we want all of our orders to be tracked by the delivery driver, whether it's an in-house driver or an ezDispatch driver. So those customers have peace of mind, and you as an operator can see the status of those deliveries, even when you're not in your store. We also have a reliability rockstar program. So if you are performing at a high level on all of those metrics, specifically if you have 6 or more orders in 90 days, and you have 0 rejections or cancellations and an on-time delivery rate of 98.5% or above, you can qualify to be a reliability rockstar, which boosts your visibility and helps you get more orders on the marketplace. Customers are searching specifically for reliability rockstars, so they're aware of the program and they know that they're going to be in good hands for those large orders for important meetings and events. Also, we have access to previously processed payments, where we can click into each payment and view a breakdown of all the financials. We can view the orders in that payment and even create an order report. So we can view a spreadsheet of orders from that payment cycle. We'll have a line item breakdown of all the financial information that we need to be able to reconcile those orders on the back end for accounting purposes. We also have some marketing tools that we provide to our catering partners. These are optional spends in addition to our marketplace commission that help get more visibility and ultimately more orders. Our preferred partner program is for catering partners with a star rating of 4.0 or above, and it's an optional spend of 2 to 20% based on the subtotal of the order, which gives you a boost in those marketplace rankings, helping you get to the first page of search results and as close to that number one spot as possible, which leads to more orders. We also have the ability to add a multiplier for Easy Rewards points. These are our customer loyalty points. And for every dollar they spend on ezCater, they are accruing Easy Rewards. As a catering partner, you can offer to provide additional Easy Rewards when they order from your store with the optional spend of 2 to 5%. A lot of our a lot of our customers are, again, placing orders all across the country, and they're looking for those Easy Rewards points. They can use them to put towards future orders. They can also use those points to cash out Amazon gift cards. So it's a really huge benefit to our customers, and it's a great way for our partners to increase how many orders they're receiving. We also have our delivery management tab. So the ability to view those status updates of those deliveries, also switch drivers when needed, and request that easy dispatch service. We can manage our fleet of in-house drivers if we deliver ourselves. And we also have the ability to create reports for tip allocations. So you'll be able to create a report for a time frame, which is going to show you all the orders from that time frame, the delivery driver on each of those orders, as well as any tips accrued so you can pay your employees properly. We have an embedded menus tab where you can provide menu updates to our team so we can manually edit your menu on the back end. We also have a reports function where you can create reports for completed or rejected orders. So great as an analytics tool to be able to see your store's performance and what's going well over a certain time frame, simply by selecting a store or a group of stores and a time frame for your report. Saving this report saves it directly to your ezManage account, which you can then download to your device. It's the same report that we looked at before, just with the orders from your selected time range. You also have the ability to view customer reviews from your ezCater orders, and of course, the ability to manage your own account settings. So everything from your store's information and contact information to managing users for ezManage. So we always tell people, add as many people as possible to your account and provide ezManage access. This is going to make sure that there's many eyeballs on these orders, nothing slips through the cracks, and so your whole team is on the same page with all of your catering orders. And some of the most important tools in our settings tab is the ability to really control your incoming orders for ezCater. The name of the game for being successful on ezCater is reliability. And how you can be reliable is ensuring that you're only receiving orders you're able to fulfill. Again, one of our goals is making sure those rejections stay as close to zero as possible. And these are some of the tools that we offer to be able to help do that. We have a daily capacity tool, so you can set how many orders your store can handle on a daily basis by day of week. Once you hit that capacity, we check in with you with a pop-up and we say, hey, do you want to close your store and prevent you from getting any more orders so you don't have to reject them? Or do you want to keep yourself open if you have more bandwidth? We don't automatically turn the store off. We let the operator choose how they want to proceed from that moment. We also have the ability to set temporary closures. So if there's ever a time when the store is not able to handle orders, whether it be for a local holiday, a buyout of the restaurant, or even just maintenance on a dishwasher that's going to prevent us from being able to handle catering orders, we can set a temporary closure for as little as an hour, just to make sure that we're shut off when we're at a time when we're not available. Holiday closures, same kind of deal, just making sure we're only receiving orders that we're able to fulfill. So setting yourself to open or closed on annually recurring holidays, adjusting your operating hours for delivery and takeout as needed. And lead time is definitely one of the more important settings that we offer to our catering partners. This is the advance notice our partners need for accepting new orders. Again, these are placed days, sometimes weeks or months in advance. But it's how much time you need to be able to accept an order of around $400 serving 23 people. Some of our partners can handle orders within a couple hours. That's not always the case, and that's totally okay. We give our partners the opportunity to pick a time that works operationally for them. And then we have our delivery fees where we can adjust our delivery fees, our order minimum for those delivery fees, and also the radius for our deliveries. We also have some training resources available in the Easy Manage portal, some bite-sized videos on everything our partners need to know to be successful, whether they're training themselves or even in-store staff on how to be successful on the ezCater marketplace. And of course, the ability to reach out to our customer service team. One of our really points of difference compared to other third-party platforms is our customer service team. We have a 5-star award-winning customer service team that is available 24/7, 365 days a year, that has a service level goal of being able to answer calls and messages within 30 seconds. So this is an opportunity to reach somebody who can help you and the customer for anything order related at any time. We have a 1-800 number, as well as a chat feature right in our Easy Manage, which is not an AI bot. It is actually connecting to a real human being, and the ability to send us an email as well. So this is kind of just a high level overview of, our software that we provide to our partners for managing their accounts. We really take pride in our partners' business and making sure that we set all of our partners up for success, and to maintain reliability and really provide a stellar customer experience for these high stakes customers and high stakes orders. So thank you so much. I'm going to pass it over back to Lauren or Matt, and again.
That was awesome, Eric. Thank you. We did get one message in the Q&A section. You guys have any questions, drop them in there, and we'll do our best to answer them. Can't get to it today, then we will follow up with you guys and make sure we get that answer. But Dan Delgado asked, can we use the software to follow up with clients and offer future order promotions, or to even just thank them?
That's a great question, Dan. So unfortunately, there isn't a way to directly connect with a customer after an order. The exception being if it is an easy ordering order, excuse me. And we didn't really go into this, but we do offer a solution known as Easy Ordering, which is a link on your website to be able to provide a catering order solution directly on your website utilizing our software. It's a white label feature, so it's not ezCater branded. It looks like they're just going to another page on your website. For those orders, if they're placing an order through your website, that's ultimately your customer. And at that point, we do provide that customer contact information. You're able to reach the customer. We also have promotions that you can provide to your customers for easy ordering orders. But for ezCater marketplace orders, they are ezCater customers. So we do own their contact information. We're always happy to pass on any feedback to a customer, should there be any, afterwards through our customer service team. But yeah, unfortunately, we don't provide that typically.
Got it. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for that. Just to kind of recap and bring it all full circle, ezCater is dedicated to being your guys' thought leader in the business catering space. So we will be rolling out a plethora of different webinars. You can visit ezcater.com/community to access the most up-to-date content that we are producing for restaurant operators, webinars that you can attend, or events that we'll be at. So I highly recommend bookmarking that landing page. But as we kind of touched on, business catering is a growing segment of the catering landscape over the next year and in the future. So it's imperative to really drive home reliability and nail that customer experience, because it truly is the force multiplier based on that flywheel. It was a pleasure speaking with all of you guys today. I hope you took something out of it. I'll pass it back over to Lauren.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Matt and Eric. This was excellent content and excellent feedback from all of you. We really do appreciate it. Again, this webinar was recorded and will appear on our website early this evening. You'll be able to find that at community.franchise.org. Thank you very much again to Matt, Eric, and the ezCater team. And again, thank you to everyone for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day and stay safe and healthy. Bye.
All right, guys. Bye.